Oh God, it's that time of year again. It's gift pack time. Now, have they made it better or has it gotten even worse than last year? Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. I almost hesitate to even do this. I'm sure a lot of you remember, actually probably most of you have wiped this out of your mind. What am I holding right here, friends? This is the Gift Pack 2017. This is one of the greediest, most awful products that I have ever seen Wizards of the Coast make. They emulated the Pokemon style setup with the product, and the review that I gave to this was scathing, to say the very least. And there were a great number of errors with these. I checked them, there was a bunch of misprints and stuff, but either way, these things were a terrible cash grab, all right? Now, in previous years, they used to give us these. The gift boxes would be these. This is just the bottom half. There'd be a nice top half that went with it with some nice artwork. This is the Ravnica block one. I've got one right down here from what is that, Battle for Zendikar. Either way, these were gorgeous. Nice, solid, rugged. These things, flimsy. These things sold incredibly poorly. And you can see that evidenced over on Rudy's channel, where he snapped a bunch of these up at super discount. And he's got a huge stack of the plastic inside of these things just stacked over there. So, what are they doing this time around? Have they improved it? Have they made it worse? Is it equal? Well, let's hop on over to the screen view and take a look at what's on offer. All right, so here we can see gift pack. They are updating the gift pack for this holiday season. The gift pack will contain 4 Core Set 2019 boosters. So that's one more booster pack than the package that I just showed you guys. So that is increased. That's a good step up. A spin down die. Yep, that's the same. And for the first time, 5 creature cards exclusive to the gift pack. The 5 cards are aimed at the Planeswalker deck level and will be considered part of Core Set 2019 for legality and rotation purposes. For those of you who don't understand what this means, basically these cards are meant to be the same level as the cards that you can get in the Welcome Open House decks and the Planeswalker decks, and also to a lesser extent the stuff that comes in the fixed sealed pool in the Deck Builder's Toolkit. All that stuff is beginner base level stuff. So each one of these gift packs will include 1 copy of each of these rares. So let's take a look at them all and see what we're dealing with here. Starting with the Angelic Guardian here, we have 2 white and 4 colorless for a 5/5 flyer. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control attack, they gain indestructible until end of turn. No single arrow can pierce an entire flock. I really like the concept behind this. The artwork is fantastic. The Angelic Guardian looks great. You've got her one hand up in the air where she's generating this magical aura of protection, and she's imbuing it on these doves. Now, it does kind of make the doves look like they have more bladed wings, which doesn't really work. I mean, and when you look at her crown, it almost looks like a crown of like spikes as well, so it makes it feel like maybe this originally was a creature that didn't grant indestructible and more granted some kind of aggressiveness bonus, and that would be illustrated by the doves attacking, maybe. I don't know. When I look at the artwork, it's a little bit muddy to me, just because if creatures are attacking, they gain indestructible. Sure, I get the concept. She's making creatures indestructible so that they can attack. But these are all like little doves that look like they wouldn't normally be attacking, would just be flying around. It genuinely feels like this is repurposed art. I could be wrong on that. Either way, she looks great. Just flying up there, imbuing indestructibility on different birds. It's a fun concept, and it's definitely got a very white feel to it. Then we got Angler Turtle. What are you? You are 7 mana, 2 blue, 5 colors for a 5/7. Hexproof. Creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able. Oh, cool. It is ancient, immense, and irresistible. Oh, man, I like this. Look at that. It's a gigantic, massive, insanely spiky turtle, and it has a tongue that is irresistible and draws things to it. Oh, this is an underwater scene. I didn't realize this at first. I thought it was standing out on some kind of plane or something, but now I notice all the little fish swimming around it. Oh, this is really cool. I enjoy it. Also, the concept behind it, this is a feel-good card. You put it down, and your opponent has to run into it. If you've been putting out a bunch of defensive stuff, that's fun, man. I like this. You don't see things like this in blue often. Very neat. I'm going to get that for the King Cube, actually. Then we've got Vengeant Vampire. 2 black, 4 colors for a 4/4 lifelink. When it dies, destroy target creature an opponent controls, and you gain 4 life. Hey, that's really solid, actually. I mean, 6 mana, you get a 4/4 lifelink. I'm surprised it doesn't have flying, but whatever. I guess they didn't want to push the power curve. So 6 for a 4/4 lifelink that kills one of your opponent's creatures and gives you 4 life. Seems half decent. Those who stood in my path now lay behind me. Wait, what? Hold on. This doesn't make any sense. First of all, look at that goobery haircut. But let's just put that aside. Let me get this straight. The concept behind this is when this vampire dies, it destroys a creature. It doesn't make any sense, because this looks like he's just destroyed one of his enemies and drank his blood and wandered off. And that's what it's saying in the flavor text, too. This isn't him, like, he didn't die. It's not like the vampire's blood turns to acid and kills a creature or something else. This conceptually doesn't make any sense. There's the destroyed creature, right, in the background. And he is very much alive. What? This doesn't make any sense. This makes 0 sense. What? Make your flavor make sense. This is lazy. And that kind of laziness angers me. Oh, I mean, it's still good enough to make it into the King Cube for the ability, but come on. Come on. All right, what do we got next? Immortal Phoenix. 2 red, 4 colors for a 5/3 flyer. All right. When it dies, return it to its owner's hand. Well, there you go. There's a very straightforward Phoenix feel. Their fires burn quietly, allowing the phoenixes to glide silently through the canyon. Oh, interesting. Look at that. I love the way that you've got like the crazy flaming phoenix contrasted against that like blue-green dark night sky as it just glides through the night. That's kind of cool, actually. You normally see black creatures depicted out in the moonlight, but this is a phoenix, the immortal phoenix, silently burning, silently gliding through the canyons in the middle of the night. That's some really cool flavor. All right, moving on to the Bronodon here. Don't let me down, rampaging Bronodon. 2 green, 5 colorless, 7/7 trample. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each land you control. Wow. Wow. Dude. I love this. 7/7? You're going to have 7 lands out. When you attack with it, it's going to be a 14/14 trampler. I love big, fat, juicy creatures. Not even the tallest tree stands a chance against the underside of a dinosaur's foot. What? I don't get it. Wait, so how does it get its bonus? It gets its bonus by stomping on the lands? That doesn't make any sense. It's not going to get... If this thing is running around crushing trees, it's not going to get stronger from that. This makes no sense. Oh, God, they've gotten so lazy. They don't even try and make it make sense. This doesn't make sense. Oh, all right, let's just move on. The lands will also be art you've seen before, but shiny and cool. Oh, they didn't even try and pick special lands really this time? They just picked random lands and foiled them? Well, that's kind of disappointing. I mean, in the previous gift pack, they had the Mark Poole lands, the Shooting Star lands, which were pretty cool, and people wanted those. These ones are they just feel like more regular foil lands, although admittedly, this swamp is kind of cool because it does actually look like a bent and bowed tree folk. It looks like it's kind of got like a mouth here, and this is the top of his head, and he's just like kind of like bent down over this like bog water. Crazy. I like that. And the island looks cool too. And actually, you know what? Forget it. The artwork's great. This plains looks fantastic with this path and everything going off into the sun coming down here. That looks fantastic. These mountain spires poking up through the clouds look amazing. This forest, in all honesty, ain't doing it for me. I'm not really caring for it. It does transmit the concept of a forest, but the artwork ain't connecting with me, boys. So here's what it's going to look like in its finalized form. It's going to be released on November 16th, and it'll be available both in LGS's and mass market stores like Walmart. It has an MSRP of $19.99, US and Canada only, boys. So, now that we've taken a look at the physical product and what's in there, let's head on back to me over in the exact same spot I'm right now. But you can see me, and we'll wrap this up. Alright, so how does it stack up compared to this? Well, you're getting 3 more cards in total. Now, these were both foils, but they're both Who Care foils. The lands, I feel like the basic lands from this are a better choice. But in every other way, pretty much, this beats the other gift pack. Now, you guys in the background here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a Nickel Bowles poster in the back of this. Nobody really cared about that, so who cares? So the 20-sider is the same. That hasn't changed. We're going from 2 cards to 5 cards, but they're all 5 new cards, which actually makes it more interesting to me. That's kind of fun. The idea of just getting a gift that has some cards you can't get anywhere else makes it actually more unique and a better gift. On top of that, getting 4 booster packs instead of 3 booster packs moves it way, way closer to that MSRP, because I don't know exactly what the MSRP for booster packs in the States is. I know it's here, it's $5 or more, and it's going to go up because of the tariffs and everything. But either way, $4 a booster pack is what I'm going to assume it is. So at $4 a pack, you're getting 4 booster packs, that's $16. The other $4 is paying for the 5 extra cards, the 5 lands, the spin down die. To me, it seems like it is not as good as this level here in terms of the box and everything else, but these only came with 1 foil promo as well. That was just alternate art. It wasn't an original card. So the original cards do add some value to it. Now, they're not obviously high level cards, but it's cool that you can use them in the actual, it's cool that they'll count as standard cards for people who get them, even though I do have mixed feelings about Wizards doing this kind of printing standard legal cards outside of normal packs and things like that. But as long as they're kept at this welcome deck planeswalker deck level where they're not too powerful, I totally am okay with it. So to me, this was a massive cash grab ripoff. This one this year isn't so bad. I would say it's an okay purchase. So I'm not going to go and give it a huge yeah, it's amazing. And I'm not going to rip on it like the massive cash grab it was, because we talked about how awful this was. And they did make improvements. Now, I still think they need to go further. I think going back to a system where we got a collector's box. Stop being so cheap, guys. I don't know how much it costs to ship or move these things, but look at the size of this package for the amount of stuff that's in it. It makes sense for the thing to be that size when you actually get a box that size, and that's what you get out of it, because I love these boxes. These are actually my favorite of all the storage boxes that Wizards has ever created. It's top of the line. I was genuinely disheartened to see that they discontinued them for this. But at least they've moved up a bit. So, I'm giving it the middle of the road. Get it if you want it, but don't feel bad if you avoid it rating.
In purple we trust. Together, we are the 6th color of magic.
That's all I have to say on that matter. Let's do the scroll roll. Get them golden lords out here, boys. Watch them lovely names rolling by. What's it gonna be? Oh, what's it gonna be? Alright, boys, your options are go check out some fun lore, or check out the newest video on my other Hatch channel where we have eaten things for your hilarity and delight. And I'm history, baby.